Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the 2 Point Conversation. Football talk for fans by fans right here on the network at bicbp-radio.com. It actually feels really good to say that again. It's been a little while. My name is Matt Johnson, one of your hosts, alongside with me for your retro fantasy football game. We have, who was last week's champ? I don't remember. Was it Andrew? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were the king of the 70s, wherever the hell you want to call yourself.
That 70s guy.
That 70s guy. Andrew Lenz, of course, with our group of regulars. We have Sloth Boyd.
What?
You're now Sloth Boyd.
I'm not the sloth. I take like 5 minutes to get back on the computer after I've been waiting 3 hours for somebody to pick. Sorry.
The stairs are great. I can't wait for the video to go up. Mr. Jaws, the Wizard of Jaws, in the house. What's going on, Jaws? How are you?
We all know that Bear's talking about me there. It's not my fault that you guys know that I coach and I work early on Saturdays and Sundays. So when you start the conversation about all this dog shit, you're like, oh, where's Jaws? Where's it? You know where Jaws is. Jaws is nothing but consistent. I will see you between 4 and 5 and we'll bang the whole thing out. Let's go. Nerds. Get a life, millennials.
Never.
And then
you're not a millennial, Andrew.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're a fucking relic.
I'm actually technically a millennial.
Yeah, me too, but
I'm like in that exennial thing, I guess.
Jesus Christ. And then, of course, Mr. David Jalebka. Don't want to forget about him.
I don't have any heat, so I'm just gonna say I'm back.
The only heat you have is with winning anything.
Yeah,
I don't.
Watch him win today now, just because I said that.
I haven't scored over 100 points in the past 3, so I don't have much faith.
That's the spirit. All right. Well, on that note, everybody, it is time. The retro fantasy football game. A lot of fun here. And we were going on for a couple weeks now. Andrew's our defending champion. He won our 70s week last week. Y'all are welcome for that. I think from now on, if I win, I'm going to take the following week off and just dump you pieces of shit in the 70s. But
eventually we'll run out of years in the 70s. So
I know. Yeah, you're probably right.
Let's go back to the 60s.
Never run out of weeks. Never run out of weeks. That is true. Andrew, you had choice for the decade this week. Let's talk about it.
I decided to go back to the 90s since Brian and I were doing a Mount Rushmore of 90s players. So I got all nostalgic and I was like, let's do the 90s. That sounds like a good time.
Perfect. Now, let's get the roulette wheel out and figure out what year we are drafting for today.
We are drafting the magical year of 1994.
A good year.
That's
my birth year.
Is it?
That's mine too.
We don't need to hear that.
Oh, wow.
No, it's fine.
I was 3. My sister couldn't talk yet, so life was good.
Them's the days.
Oh, those are the good old days.
this was the year my fiance was born.
Really?
I now feel awkward. Let's talk about something else.
Hold on. Let's roll that. How old are you? Let's roll that.
Middle school. I'm like in 6th grade at this point.
Ooh.
Don't moose.
Don't moose with me before my coffee.
You're already a dad. You're such a dad now, and you're not even a dad, allegedly.
I'm a cat dad.
Your cat
Let's
dad.
say he has a cat tower, but
All right.
Yeah, they were up there a minute ago.
So 1994. I guess what's next? We got to figure out our draft order.
Yes. And the first pick goes to Matt.
Why?
Always,
You sound a little bit
Bitch.
more excited when you say that.
always,
Oh,
yeah.
Matt.
How many times have you had first pick now? Like 3, 4?
always Matt.
Every,
that's some bullshit.
Good perks of being the host, I guess.
I guess.
There's-
Well, it's because I'm the interim champion and I never lost. So y'all
That's
are.
true.
Kiss Dan Marino goodbye, Andrew.
I don't know if I want him in 94.
You always want Dan Marino.
I always
Just,
want Dan
it's
Marino.
in your blood to want Dan Marino.
I definitely
But there's
want Dan
another
Marino.
quarterback.
I think you want Dan Marino more than Ray Finkel wants Dan Marino.
Dan Marino is a hero. And with the number 2 pick is David. Finally gets out of the basement.
Listen, oh my god, it's gonna be a long episode.
And the hump pick goes to Jaws.
I'm gonna hump this shit all day. Let's go.
Fourth
I got
pick-
sleep and coffee in me, boys. You're
Shit.
Fourth
Yeah.
pick goes to me. And Boyd, you're last.
Snakey snake.
Okay.
Remember, you're a snake. You don't get the cobra. That's only Jaws' thing.
I got the anaconda.
It didn't help him last week, by the
what
way.
the fuck's
No.
an anaconda?
Oh, it's it's
That sounds like a bad sentence. Anaconda.
it's
There's
just
that
a,
E button.
just a thick accent saying in a canda.
The Sicilian slither.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Matt.
So Matt, you are on the clock.
I am on the clock. Okay. So this one, this is a little difficult. There's some good skill position players here. I don't know if there's a quarterback really worthy of first overall this year. Maybe Dan Marino.
Yeah, I mean, he did good last time.
The MVP, Steve Young.
Yeah. Why did I say it like that? I
What'd you do
think
on your trip?
you don't want to know. I think I'm gonna go with the. He's not the rushing yards leader, but man, it is hard not to pick this guy. 21 touchdowns in 1994, along with 1,484 rushing yards. I'm gonna try this route again. I'm gonna go Mr. Emmitt Smith of the Dallas Cowboys, RB1.
Nice.
21 touchdowns. Jesus Christ.
He's got to have at least one, right? In a game, like
I
you
mean,
can't
that's
have any games
averaging-
without zero.
It's averaging like 1.5 a week.
Jesus. Yeah. That's a good point. That's insane.
That's a good pick.
How is he not MVP this year?
Because he wasn't a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve Young.
Isn't
This was
Steve?
like Steve Young's year because the 49ers bought a team and won the Super Bowl.
Oh, good.
I-
Another history lesson.
Well, don't ask the questions if you don't want the answers.
Fair. See, there's one.
All right, David.
I wanted Emmitt Smith, and I knew I wouldn't get him the second I heard. I knew he would go first. The second I heard that, I mean, saw 21, I figured he would go first. So I'm going to take the opposite of him. I'm going to take the legend, Mr. Barry Sanders. He is the rushing yards leader with 1,883 yards, but he only had 7 touchdowns. So I'm banking on his yardage getting me some points. And I mean, how do you not pick Barry Sanders? He's just, I love Barry Sanders.
Because you can pick Emmitt Smith.
I couldn't actually. He was.
Well, that's the answer to the question. How do you not pick him? Because you picked the other guy. And now I can't pick,
What did I miss? What did I miss?
You
fuckers?
missed.
Yeah,
no,
you guys
I
all right?
can't. I
didn't
can't
miss
pick
anything.
Barry Sanders because you took him. That's
Oh,
how
I
that
mean-
works. Welcome to fantasy football.
Oh, that's. I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna stay on that running back train, boys. I'm gonna go with Natrone by any means.
Ooh.
He had 1,350 yards and 12 touchdowns. Number 2 to Emmitt Smith in touchdowns this year. Good God.
That's a crazy drop off from
Yeah.
21 to 12.
Nine
yeah.
touchdowns between the first and the second guy. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
That's unheard of. That doesn't happen very often.
It's
Damn it. Mr. Smith.
it's pronounced. It's Nate Tron means
It's
business.
Natrone. He's
No,
on my
no.
team. I'll say it however the hell I want.
And it means business.
No,
He's
it's
been-
Natrone by any means.
I'm
his-
pretty sure it's actually Matt Ronnie.
Um,
Net Rane.
this was like his only
Matt
year
Ryan?
that
What?
did anything. Oh, geez. That escalated way
Stop
too
with the
fast.
history lessons and make your pick.
I'm going to go with the rookie of the year. Offensive rookie of the year, Mr. Marshall Falk.
Lost.
One of my favorite players of all time.
Shit.
Hard not to like him.
Yeah. He was awesome. Favorite Madden cover athlete, too. David.
Yes.
Wait, no, Boyd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snake.
The
I mean-
other
Oh,
one.
Snake.
The other one.
All right. Well, since all the freaking good running backs are gone, I guess I'll switch it up a little bit. Let me get, you know what? Let me get the MVP, Steve Young.
Oh, you are taking. Oh, quarterback.
Hey,
You
Yeah,
love
The
that
first
first round.
round.
That's probably a really good pick first round.
Yeah.
3,969 yards, 35 touchdowns.
Uh,
Boom.
and just because I have it in front of me, he also had 7 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was tied for 8th in rushing touchdowns with Barry Sanders as a quarterback. That's probably a really good pick.
So you're
Yeah.
telling me
Probably.
my pick was bad.
This
no.
year they beat the Chargers, right? That's the year that they beat the
Yeah.
Sanford,
Yeah.
San Diego. Yeah.
San Diego had no business being in the Super Bowl that year.
No.
Well,
All right. And the snaky snake. I mean, how can I take Steve Young and not take Jerry Rice?
Oh,
Right?
double points.
Jerry
Cool.
Rice, 112 receptions for 1,499 yards, 13 touchdowns for the year. So suck on that.
just doubling up on the 49ers train.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
all right. My running backs will probably be shitty though.
You got Jerry. I'm going to go Sterling Sharp. 1994, 94 catches, 1,119 yards, and 18 touchdown receptions.
Hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
that's my guy.
That was going to be my guy if you didn't pick him, you fucking loser.
Nope.
God damn it.
a lot of touchdowns for Jesus.
Yeah, that's a big number.
And he had a down year in yardage and receptions that year also. So
Nerd. I think I'm gonna go back to the running back train. I'm gonna take Seattle running back Chris Warren, 1,545 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season.
Good
That's
year
less
for
than
running
8.
backs.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, his running backs actually were good. It's just so refreshing seeing actual stats as opposed to like the 70s.
leave the 70s alone. It's a great decade.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, you can go back to it.
If we win, if I win, I'm going back. We're going right
oh
back.
Oh my God. Well,
That's the shadow realm. In Yu-Gi-Oh terms, that's the shadow realm.
it's the Uno reverse every time.
Activate the trap card.
Well, I think I'm going to take a tight end off the board now. I'm going
Ooh.
to take
Don't.
New England receiver,
No.
tight end, or tight end.
No. No.
Ben,
I know.
Ben
No.
Coates?
No.
You didn't say his name right.
Ben, is it Coates or Coatsy?
It's Ben Wintercoats.
Ben Wintercoats. I don't think that's his middle name. It's Terrence. But
According to Chris Berman, that's what it is.
It's co-aids.
David doesn't know who Chris Berman is.
he is Bo Burnham's father. All right, so Ben Winter Coates or Terrence Coates. He had 96 catches, which is a lot, for 1,174 yards, which is for a tight end. Can't go better. And I'm staying on that 7 touchdown train. So him and Barry Sanders are just tight. I'm just getting my tight end off the board. I'm tired of having shitty ones.
Okay.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Matt.
Oh man, it's snake time. I'm gonna take my first wide receiver off the board. Pretty good touchdowns for this man. 11 touchdowns in the season for Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Terrence Mathis. 111 catches, 1,342 receiving yards. Yeah, that's who I'm gonna take with that. And I'm gonna close up my running back room. It's been a good draft for running back so far, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I'm gonna go New York Giants running back Rodney Hampton. 6 touchdowns, 1,075 rushing yards. So
I got a bird. His name's Rodney.
Rodney.
Huh.
David.
It seems like me and Matt just took turns taking each other's players. Because I wanted
I?
Hampton.
Did
I wanted Hampton. And,
Kinky.
but if I can't have Hampton,
I'll trade you.
you'll trade me?
I'll trade you.
No.
That's not
'cause you-
allowed in this league.
Is it?
Yeah.
You made the rules, not me.
I know that's true. I'll trade you Hampton for Coates, and I'll send you a.
I'll send you a
bottle of-
mulligan player.
I'll give you I'll buy you a Red Bull.
I'm gonna decline that on the tax that I don't drink energy drinks because
Go
they're
fuck yourself.
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Can I just say, like, David is like one of my new favorite people of all time because he's just, I don't know, like the whole Talepka family. I want to go to a Talepka family dinner and just sit down. with the family.
It's you'd probably fit in with my stepdad. He likes the 70s too. but yeah.
Wait. I've seen this episode of Pornhub.
Wow.
We're trying to redo the whole scenario. We're trying to redo it. Yeah, that episode. Instead of taking bum ass Hampton for that and a Red Bull, I think I'll just take Terry Thomas Allen of the Minnesota Vikings. On the year, he had 1,031 yards and he had 8 touchdowns. That's away from my
That
7
dude-
numbers.
The dude has 3 first names. Holy shit.
And he's a junior. But
Wow.
yeah, Terry Thomas Allen.
Or he has 4 first names.
He's only made his bio is sad.
Oh,
One-time Pro Bowl. That's it.
No knees.
He has no knees. Well,
Yeah,
Him
he's
and
had,
Jay-
like tons of knee surgeries.
him, Jay Jai, and Todd Gurley, no knees.
No knees.
It's like the
No
running
knees.
back position hurts. But yeah, that's my pick, Mr. Jazzy. What's up?
God.
Maybe your name's different. I don't know.
All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Fair. All right. So
Fair enough.
to hell with you guys. I'm getting off the train here. I'm going quarterback. Decisions. I'm gonna go with fuck you, Andrew. I'm going with Dan Marino.
Oh, nice.
4,453 yards, 30 touchdowns.
Better hope.
How many INTs does he got there?
Yeah.
Seven-
'cause you
17.
better,
That's
'cause
not
you
bad.
better hope. You better hope you get in the beginning of the year because I remember this year very fondly for the Dolphins
Oof.
as we
But you-
fall apart like we
You
do.
remember the Dolphins falling apart fondly? What kind of fan are you?
This is when the whole
That's-
Ray Finkel fiasco happened, isn't it?
because
Yeah,
this
somebody
was
stole
year-
somebody stole the
this is
pet
his comeback
dolphin.
year from his Achilles injury, and he like lit it up week 1, and they were doing really good, and then they just fell to crap. So that's how I remember it. But you could have Mr. Marino because I'm going to take the boy approach to this, and I'm going to go with Brett Favre and his 3,882 yards passing and 33 touchdowns.
How many INTs?
14.
So I did quick math on this, and I rolled the dice here because there's only like a 0.01% difference in touchdown average in those 3 touchdowns, but there's like a 50-some yard difference per game between the two, and that's at least 2 points. So
Josh out here doing quick math.
quick math.
Quick math.
Told you I got some sleep last night.
I'm proud of you.
You do look happy for once.
The Boyd. You are on the clock.
I'm going to close out my wide receivers. I'll take Herman Moore. He's got 72 receptions for 1,173 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Herman Moore.
Decent, you know.
I don't
He's
like
a
his name.
Detroit. He's a
amazing.
Lions receiver.
Herman?
Herman Moore was amazing in the 90s.
Yeah, but his name is Herman.
If you could catch 100 balls and average like 1,000 yards a season off of Scott Mitchell, you are an amazing wide receiver.
He's probably a great receiver. I just don't like the name. Like it's Herman.
Boyd, who's your snake?
Oh my snake. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm getting a little nervous. We got that new defense plan installed into the retro league now. And Pittsburgh went off this year, and being my team, I have to take Pittsburgh defense. Blitzburg.
Oh, Homer. Sorry.
So,
Fine.
Am I a homer if they're probably the best defense this year? Though.
They're not. There's one above them.
I am gonna
Yeah.
go. Yeah, this is my first. This is my first running back. Oh no, second running back. Close it out here. I know his stats don't, but I just remember this guy, and he was pretty decent there. Had a couple of big games, and that is Ricky Running Waters. Only had 877 yards and 6 touchdowns, but also had 66 receptions for 719 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns.
Oh,
so you're hoping he's getting involved through the air.
He did.
Well, right, but you're hoping the week that
Yeah.
this happened, you're hoping that that's a factor. Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Heard ya.
Love Ricky
Heard
Running
ya.
Waters. I love Ricky
down.
Running Waters. Pick your player.
who'd he ever play for?
No, I'm not going to pick my. I'm going to filibuster this draft. How much time we got?
1 p.m. different than usual.
That's not true. I don't talk that much. I just talk
Well,
loud when I talk.
That's true.
I'm going to take the LA Raiders, Tim Brown. He had 1,309 receiving yards with 9 touchdowns on 89 receptions.
Tim Brown.
Maybe.
Andrew, have any?
Trophy winner.
There you go.
Timothy.
Timothy. All right. You're taking Mr. Brown off the board.
What can Brown do for you, bud?
I don't know. Does he still play?
Probably not.
Shame. Then they can't do much for me. But I'm gonna take, y'all took all the quarterbacks except for the passing yards leader.
How well did that work out for Jaws last week?
Not great.
I finished in second, and nobody else was close to the two of us there, Andrew. So I wouldn't talk too much shit.
But I mean, I have had really, really bad quarterbacks thus far, and I don't know. Maybe this will change, but the touchdowns aren't really there. He has 4,555 yards, 25 touchdowns, 27 intercept. God damn it! I'll take Drew Bledsoe. I need a quarterback, and he's the number 1 on this list. So.
Well, hey, thinking on the bright side,
Okay.
all right. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything, but if you do the math, like 25 touchdown points is, 25 times what, 6? It's
Yes.
way better than the INTs. So, I mean, there's a good
That's
chance
true.
you got to get some INTs, but yeah.
I
He
thought
also-
I thought you were gonna make a joke about Jazz's quick math. Like, if you think about it, he's only 0.3.
No, I'm still not there yet. I'm recovering from
Hey.
my vacation.
It's all in the week, man. It's all in the freaking week.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's that week where he set the passing attempts record with like 70 in a game.
Jeez.
70?
Holy
70.
shit.
Okay.
Parcells was just like, throw the ball. I don't even care anymore.
He hated Bledsoe's arm that week. He's like, you know what? die. All right, well, I guess I can pray.
Matt.
I'm gonna hop on the quarterback train. Choo choo. I'm gonna take.
Wow. The little train that freaking
Could blow out ears.
the little train on the spectrum.
Give me a little warning. You're gonna have to have a little warning.
Sit on the
Eardrum warning.
Yes, Spectrum Internet and Television Services. Yes. Jim Everett, I'm going to go with here. All right. 'Cause he has one of the better touchdown interception ratios left. Josh's face is fantastic.
It hasn't moved.
It has not moved. 3,008. He looks like a bearded baby that just shit itself. Jim Everett, 3,855 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, and 18 INTs. Oh.
You do, yeah. You're just reading that. You're like, I don't like this pick.
But it's like who else do everybody else like it's
Yeah,
not
there's not much.
good.
Even if that pick fails, just remember that guy still beat the crap out of Jim Rome on live TV.
He did. This is my second go around with Chris Everett. So here we are.
I
Jim.
tried to take Bradshaw twice and it didn't work.
Yeah. This is my second run with Emmett and Everett. So we'll see. We'll see.
David, don't take Bradshaw.
Don't pick Bradshaw. Wait, what's your snake
E-
pick? I don't want to talk about
Even
Bradshaw
I know
anymore.
that.
I don't want to talk about Bradshaw anymore.
For my receiving leader, I think I'm going to go with my next receiver. This is wide receiver 2. I'm going to take Chris Carter, 1,256 yards off 122 catches, and 7 touchdowns for Chris Carter. So I like Chris as a TV analyst, and I hope I like him this week too.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna take a good old Buffalo boy in Andre Reed.
Nice.
I mean, even though this is the end of the Bills' pretty much dominance for the this is the start of the end. This is the start of the end.
What
Yeah, it's the start.
dominance?
I mean, the past 4 years were pretty dominant, but other than that, they sucked. This year he went for 90 catches, 1,300 yards, and 8 touchdowns. And I think it's the first Bills player I've actually picked so far. So don't insult me.
Yeah,
I think so.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think he forgot to talk. I'll pick for him.
He wants.
I'm gonna scroll. I'm scrolling.
I have Jaz has messaged me and says that since David thinks that he talks too much, that I can make his next pick. And
What?
Team Jaz has selected tight end Brent Jones of the San Francisco 49ers, 670 yards and 9 touchdowns.
Well, congrats on getting promoted to commissioner. I don't know if I said he talks too much, but you know what? I'll stand behind it.
Oh, I think I'm going to follow with this tight end thing.
How are you now?
And I got Buns of Steel. That's probably showing how old I am that I remember Buns of Steel. But I have the older brother. I should get the little brother in Shannon Sharp,
Ooh.
who had 87 receptions for 1,010 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Matt, you can do your Shannon Sharp impression now.
Skip.
The
Oh,
Boyd, you are up.
All right. Let me get some running backs. Not the best people to choose from, but let's go Thurman Thomas. 287 rushing attempts for 1,093 yards, 7 touchdowns on the year. And then with the snaky snake, I'll get LA Rams Jerome Bettis. with 319 attempts and 1,025 yards, but only 3 touchdowns.
Herman
Bad.
and Bettis.
Y'all are fired. You didn't tell me to not drink weak old water.
Always drink weak
You
water.
drink Steel Reserve, you're fine, bro.
Touche.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver, Carl Slim Pickens.
I just picked his card up today.
He had 71 receptions for 1,127 yards and 11 touchdowns in 1994.
Mr.
Todd.
Pickens.
You are on the clock.
Dre, Bad Moon Rising, Atlanta wide receiver, 81 receptions, 1,088 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Well, I can't pick him now.
It was very late night radio-esque.
Sounded really nice.
It was nice.
Very nice.
Guess I'll swerve to my backup pick, I guess.
Sweaty balls.
What?
That's what he sounded like. He sounded like the ladies on the SNL thing where they do the newscast.
Oh, sweaty balls, yeah.
I think I'm gonna take Henry Allard. He's only Ellard. I don't. This is like Jack. Jack does English. David does English. Same thing. I can't. He had a good year. He was actually second in receiving yards this year with 1,397. Only 6 touchdowns though. So, I mean, a lot of yardage. I can just hope for a good game of yards. Probably not going to get a touchdown. Yeah, Washington boy.
Okay. Time for Snaky Snake. I'm gonna take a defense. The number 1 ranked defense of 1994. The Dallas Cowboys. We them
Bullshit.
boys. Excuse me?
So that's bullshit.
They're better by your team by 13
Oh,
yards.
you're crazy. You're freaking
Stats are stats. Just saying.
best all around defense. So
Best defense, 1994. And then my 8th pick is going to be my flex option. I'm going to go Mr. Alvin Harper. Where did he go?
Alvin Harper, wasn't he on like 2.5
He's on the
men?
Cowboys. Cowboys wide receiver, 821 receiving yards off 33 catches and 8 touchdowns. So that's
Mr.
fun.
Alvin Harper. This is fun. So since people are taking defense as well, only 2, I'm just going to take the number 1 defense on this list, the Cleveland Browns. I don't know why they're still there, but hey, I'll take them. 31 turnovers. Yeah. Didn't think I'd take the Browns defense, but there they are.
Bill Belichick.
was a terrible coach in Cleveland. He's not a good coach at all.
Oh, yeah, he's so
terrible
bad.
coach in Cleveland.
I
Dodge,
still,
you're up.
With the 3rd pick of the 7th round, I'm going to take the Patriots defense because they led the league in turnovers.
All right.
Cool.
Continuing on with defenses, yardage wise, I'm going to go with it sounds crazy, but they had Dion, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. The 8th best defense in yards, the San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, the Cats have been good. They won the Super Bowl.
The Boyd.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go flex and take wide receiver Irving Fryer, 73 receptions, 1,270 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Not bad. And let's see, Snaky Snake. I keep forgetting I'm the snake. Let me take a tight end here. We'll do Johnny Mitchell, New York Jets. 58 receptions, 749 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I'm gonna go flex here and stay on that Green Bay Packers bandwagon and go with Edgar Bennett, who had 623 yards rushing with 5 touchdowns, but also had 78 receptions. So that's what I'm banking on right there.
7.
As my flex position, I'll take Tampa Bay running back Eric Rhett, 1,011 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Pretty sure that's erect.
That's right. That's right.
It's erect.
I wrecked or erect. It's too
Flex
quiet for me.
position time. Can I have Mr. The Gap himself, Mr. Michael
Yeah.
Irvin?
Wait, that's Michael Strahan.
Oh,
The gap.
I don't know.
You
I
mean
don't
the
know my play-
playmaker?
Yeah, that's. See, I knew you'd know it.
And we wonder why we lose in trivia, David. And we wonder why we lose in trivia.
I don't need this. I do. Okay, Michael Irving.
Irvin.
His name is Michael Irvin. Man, I'm just bad at. I can't spell. The playmaker. He had 79 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 6 touchdowns for the playmaker. Yeah, I'm really. I know my players post 2012.
Matt, you
Was
are
it me?
on the
Okay.
clock.
I should probably grab a tight end. That might be a little important.
It would be good.
Would be good. I'm gonna take. I can't believe he slipped. He's not bad. Miami Dolphins tight end Keith Jackson, who in 1994 59 catches for 673 yards and 7 touchdowns. And then I'm gonna take
And then.
And then
the ever important mulligan. The ever important mulligan. Let's see. I'm going to take wide receiver Jake Reed.
Damn it.
Jake Reed.
Who in 94 was actually pretty damn good. 85 catches, 1,175 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
The only good part about that Herschel Walker trade.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
How did he slip so low? Is
I
the
have no
touchdown? It's
idea.
by the touchdowns.
Maybe.
Is Herschel Walker available? Oh, he is. I don't want him.
You don't want him.
You know.
I'm gonna take New England legend Marion Butts, running back, 703 yards and 8 touchdowns. I have 2 New England players already, so might as well just get a third.
We're very team trendy. Derek,
I am.
Derek Jaws, you are now on the clock.
I'm going to take New York Giants running back Rodney Hampton.
He's already
What? What?
Did I fuck up?
You think you
Yeah.
fucked up?
Yeah, you did.
Nah, he's
God
available.
damn it.
Just
This is
take
gonna
him.
be this is gonna turn into a Barry Foster thing again, isn't it?
Good
Barry
chance.
Bananas Foster. Duh.
All right, you know what? Fine. Fuck you. Fuck you, Barry Foster, Pittsburgh running back, Barry Foster. Go fuck yourself. I haven't said a
Did
word
he
in
even play that
goddamn
year?
5 fucking minutes. Fuck you, Barry Foster.
Did he even play that year?
Yes, he played that year. He played for Pittsburgh, goddammit. I know where my man Bananas Foster's is at all the goddamn time. All the time.
God.
Fuck you.
Oh. So Barry Foster.
Yeah, I
Barry
guess so.
Foster.
Guess
We're
so.
going Pittsburgh
Oh, we're-
running backs. I would have took Van Morris.
Bam,
So take
bam.
Bam Morris. Do what you got to do, bro. I'm gonna live and die by my pick. Fuck you. Fuck fired up.
I am gonna go with Los Angeles Raiders running back Harvey Martin, who had 983 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's my first mulligan pick.
All right, Mulligans.
Ever
Ooh.
important.
Just in case, let's go quarterback Jim Kelly.
Oh,
Jim Kelly that year. Let's see. 114 yards. The 22 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. And closing out my mulligans, I'll go wide receiver Darnay Scott. And he had 46 receptions, 866 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So yeah,
sweet.
Good picks. Good picks.
decent.
I wouldn't say decent.
I am gonna go with Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Brian Blades. He had 81 receptions for 1,086 yards and 4 touchdowns.
All right.
My mulligan here. My last mulligan here, right?
Yes.
Yes,
You know what? I really wanted a football giant, so I'm going to draft a football giant. Let's take Mike Sherrard. 825 yards, 6 touchdowns. Fucking Sherrard.
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 I don't want to take another quarterback because I'm not scared. I'm going to take
Ooh.
a wide receiver. Philadelphia. Fred Barnett of the Philadelphia Eagles. He went 78 catches for 1,127 yards and 5 touchdowns as my final mulligan player.
All right, my final mulligan player. I'm going with the GOAT runner-up,
Ooh.
Joe Montana.
I thought you were gonna draft Tom Brady.
No, I said the runner-up.
Tom Brady?
Was he in the league this time?
Who, Montana? Yeah, this was not a
Yes.
good year.
Yes, Joe Montana, his final season.
It's a city, right?
Huh?
Wait,
What?
wait, no.
Kansas
I'm thinking of
City.
somebody else.
Joe
Jesus.
Montana in Kansas City, 3,283 yards, 16 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. So that is my final mulligan pick.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I wasn't wrong. Why is everybody laughing?
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh,
You just said city, right?
You just said city.
Yeah, we just heard city.
Yeah.
oh, my bad. It's probably my mic, my shitty Apple
It-
included headphones from like
But it
5
looks
years ago.
great.
It does look good. And I just do not want to drive to the studio. So I'm not in the mood. It's been 2 weeks. I don't want to go back.
Don't send me back. Whoa.
I'm upset that Boyd's not holding the microphone to his mouth like this.
Yeah. How are you ever going to
if
become
he
yeah.
does that,
Would you like me to do that?
No,
every
actually,
other
whoa.
TikTok person on the face of the earth, and then they make mouth noises like every 5 seconds.
Your mic was too good for mouth noises, honestly. I didn't hear any.
Okay.
All
What,
right.
What week are we getting?
Yeah.
We are getting week 11.
All right.
Oh, I hope I don't fuck this up.
Are there bye weeks that late?
Yeah.
think-
So finding out bye weeks weren't a thing in the NFL until like 1990.
Yeah, screw player safety, right?
Basically.
Real men. Real
Yeah.
men.
They're 800 receiving yards, real men.
All right,
Real
just to
men.
be safe. November 6th. No, wait, November 13th.
Yes.
Yes.
13th-ish. Okay.
Ish. Yeah. Or yeah.
All right.
I mean, there might be a
Any
Monday.
week around 11.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make it sure. All right, gents.
If you go down, yeah. You
You
just
guys
go
got-
down the thing.
Yeah.
It says the week, and then you
I
go to the
know,
number.
but I still can't read.
Oh,
It's-
dyslexia. Yes.
Yeah.
The hairs in
All
his eyes.
You guys got your quarterback game logs up?
Yes.
All right. Let's start off with that then. So my man Jim Everett in week 11, him and his New Orleans Saints.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, okay. Really confused there for a second. Jim Everett defeated the Atlanta Falcons 33-32. What a heartbreaker. Went 28 of 36 for 276 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 INTs. Okay. So for those who never tuned in before, the point system, it's 15 points, or no, 1 point for every 15 passing yards, 6 points for every touchdown, and -2 for every INT. You can also get rushing points. So every 10 yards is 1 rushing point. Every 10 yards receiving is 1 point. In all that jazz. We'll explain that as we go along for our new listeners. But doing the math here, Jim Everett had 18 points in the passing yard category, 12 in the touchdown category, but -6 in INTs, giving him a total of 24 points for week 11.
Pretty good.
Not bad. It's not Terry Bradshaw numbers, but it's
Terry
not bad.
Bradshaw would have put up like 9, maybe 8. I
How did Drew do?
had Drew Bledsoe. So casually looking, this is the week he set the passing attempts record.
Mother trucker.
Holy crap! He went 45 of 70, for 426 yards, 3 touchdowns,
Yeah.
no interceptions. No, he only rushed twice for 3 yards. Doesn't matter. But holy crap, this might be the best quarterback I've ever had. He had 28 points just from yards alone, 18 points from his touchdowns, giving him a total of 46 points.
Holy shit.
Man, setting records is cool.
You know what's funny? If I switched
Wow.
my 2 and my 4, I still don't have as many points as that.
You know, it's funnier. He scored more points than my past 3 quarterbacks combined.
That's because your past 3 quarterbacks combined haven't broken 20 points total.
Well, two
Yeah, I
of
don't
them
think
were
so.
like Terry Bradshaw, right?
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw, and Ken O'Brien.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you pick an O'Brien?
You
Why would you
scored the
pick-
same as me that week. It's fine. Ken O'Brien. he's
Yeah, with
real name.
John Elway. John Elway.
You got two Steelers and a Bengal.
Yeah, regardless, I had 46 pointers this week, so suck it.
All right. Dan the Man Marino was 24 for 38 for 289 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception in a 14-17 loss to Chicago, tallying a total of 23 points.
Not bad at all.
Let's see if the Favre pick paid out. All right. I had Brett Favre, and the Packers beat the Jets 17-10. And Brett Favre had 183 yards passing and 2 touchdowns and 21 rushing yards, giving me a total of 26 points. So I got 3 points by holding out and not picking Marino.
Crucial, I bet.
3 crucial points.
As opposed to last time when you missed out on him and was down like 40 points.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Steve Grogan made up. Steve Grogan made up for me last week. Steve Grogan did the job.
Got the job done, but oh.
All right. Steve Young and the Niners, week 11, beat the Cowboys 21-14. Steve went 183 yards passing for 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions,
Nice.
but 60 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown.
Oh.
But still gave me a humbling, according to David's score, 36 points.
Oh.
Only 36 points.
Only 36. I mean, that's still pretty good. Steve for first overall.
Not bad. Not bad.
Good round.
Matt.
All right. So RB1, I have Mr. Emmitt Smith, who in week 11 took an L to the San Francisco 49ers, 21-14. However, he had an okay day. 26 attempts, 78 yards. That's 7 points there. He had 2 touchdowns on the ground. So that's 12 points there. But he did have 6 catches for 32 yards. So between those two, that's 6 for the catches and 3 for the yardage, giving me a 28-point day from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
Points.
It's pretty good for our first overall pick. That's Emmitt Smith. I wanted him.
He's all right.
I think he did good with that.
Good blood. So I settled for Barry Sanders. His middle name is David, by the way, so automatically even better. He had Detroit versus Tampa in a win, 14-9 win. He had an all right game, according to Matt's standards. 26 attempts for 237 yards rushing. No touchdowns, so that sucks. But he also had 1 catch for 16 yards. So he had 23 points from his rushing yards, 1 from his catch, and then 1 from his yardage for catching, bringing him up to 25 points for Mr. Barry, David Sanders.
Oh man, is David about to win?
No, but he definitely just broke his all-time scoring record with those.
Yeah, he did.
That's nuts.
Winning.
I'm winning something.
I think,
God. I might have,
David, you keep this up, you're gonna break my freaking points record.
He's
What's
winning
the
right
point?
now. So right now you're the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Don't you don't be the Atlanta Falcons.
I had y'all in the first half. Not gonna lie.
So far, so good.
So
if
I
you
have,
blow this thing, I'm photoshopping your face on the Falcons logo.
Yes,
hate-
please do.
that'd be awesome.
Don't do that.
No, do that. Absolutely do that. I had Natrone Means. He won 14-13 over the Kansas City Chiefs. He had 22 rushes for 55 yards, no touchdowns. He also had 6 receptions for 25 yards, giving him a total of 14 points.
All right.
My RB1 was Marshall Falk, and
Oh, I thought you said Arby's. I'm starving.
yeah,
My
RB,
Arby's
Marvin over
won.
there.
my RBs. So my first overall pick and my number 1 running back was on a bye, so I get shifted to my mulligan, Harvey Williams. So if we're picking anywhere from the 90s and above, we definitely need good mulligans because
Harvey
he had-
still sounds like Arby's.
So the Raiders beat the Rams 20-17, and Mr. Harvey Williams had 44 yards rushing, 3 catches for 34 yards, giving me a total of 10 points. Yay.
For a mulligan, that's not that bad.
Yeah, I needed more.
Okay, so I didn't do as bad as I thought with Thurman Thomas. I drafted my running backs late, so that's what I get for doing that. Thurman Thomas, Buffalo Bills lost to Pittsburgh 10-23. Thurman Thomas had 21 rushes for 91 yards, 2 receptions for 14 yards, giving me a total of 12 points.
Bad.
I will be right back because I got it on back. Tinkle.
Good luck.
So how did Rodney do?
How did Rodney do? I'm not a fan of Rodney Hampton after today.
Oh, so it's a good thing I couldn't draft him when I tried.
Probably for the best. Yeah, Rodney Hampton was not good on this day in 1994. The Giants lost to the Arizona Cardinals by a score of 9-10.
Barn burner.
Big hot
Huh.
NFC East matchup back in the day. Ronnie Hampton rushed 26 times for 93 yards. No touchdowns, 1 target, no catches. So 9 points.
I can see why you don't like Rodney Hampton anymore.
I'm not going to say what I truly think about him.
You never know. Well, I took this. I wanted Rodney Hampton. Actually, I'm happy you picked him because I took Terry Allen of the Minnesota Vikings at New England this week. Lost 20-26. My man had 23 attempts, 75 yards, but he did sneak out 1 touchdown. He had 2 targets, no catches. So 7 points from his rushing, 6 points from his touchdown, giving him a total of 13 points for the week.
Welcome back to Earth.
I've now tied my total from last week of 84.
That's good.
So feel better.
My RB2 was Chris Warren, who lost 17-10 to Denver. And he had 18 rushes for 122 yards and a touchdown. He also tacked on 4 receptions for 78 yards, giving him a total of 30 points.
Ooh, very good.
Damn.
That's a running back
That's a running back right there, boy.
with the receiving yards too, like that Andrew preaches.
Preach those. So, but sometimes when you preach something, it comes back on you with kind of like Ricky running waters here.
Oh.
The 49ers beat the Cowboys 21-14, and Ricky Waters had 65 yards rushing, 4 catches for 32 yards, giving me a total of 13 points.
Poor Ricky Waters. I mean, still better than 9.
All right, my second running back taken. Yeah, let's not talk about this one too much. LA Rams lost to LA Raiders 17-20. 10 rushes, 13 yards, 2 receptions for 26 yards, 5 points.
Oh,
See you later.
Oh man.
all of a sudden Hampton doesn't sound so bad.
No, he doesn't.
My love for Jerome Bettis just kind of like
Took a hit to your pride.
Yep. But
Shame.
fairly speaking, I forgot that he was with the Rams at this point.
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, end of his career.
All right. Wide receiver 1, we're going to week 11. The Atlanta Falcons lost to New Orleans 32-33. And my man, Terrence Mathis, tore it up. He was all right, actually. He had 10 catches for 125 yards. No touchdowns or anything, but it gives me 22 points. 12 points for receiving yards and 10 points for catches. 22.
10 catches, Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
He dropped 2. Scrub.
He dropped. Could have been better. Maybe they were touchdowns.
Could have been.
My week. My first receiver, Darnell. Sorry, I apologize. Andre Darnell Reed of the Buffalo Bills played at Pittsburgh.
Why
and
do you gotta say
lost.
everybody's middle name like you're some kind of Italian
Yeah.
grandma?
I don't know how to respond.
Matthew
like
Bradford. Oh,
I like
shit.
middle
I
names
just
are
said my
funny. I
middle
don't know.
name. They're mean.
Brad-
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, that's my middle name.
Bradford?
Bradford?
Yeah.
Why are you
No
saying
way.
your middle name like some Italian grandma? They lost 10-23 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He had on the day though on 13 targets, he caught 6 balls for 63 yards, had a touchdown, also had 2 rush attempts for 29 yards. So that gives me 6 points for his catches, 6 points for his reception, yardage, 6 points for his touchdowns, and 2 points for his rushing yards. So total of 20 points for Andre Reed.
Oh.
I like it.
I had Tim Brown of the LA Raiders, who won 20-17 against the LA Rams, because apparently they've always just felt LA needs 2 football teams with a whole total of 20 fans between the 2 of them. He had 5 receptions for 53 yards for 10 points.
Shame. That's fine. 10 points is better than 9.
Oh, I had the stud man himself, Sterling Sharp, and let me just say he went off this game with 1 reception for 13 yards, giving me a total of 2 points. I feel like David right now. Just feel
Yeah, and that's why I didn't take him.
1 reception.
oh, because you
That's
knew
fine.
that we were going to get week 11, and you were like, oh, I know.
I mean, I for the most part try to go for consistency, and I saw
Yeah.
that week, and I was like, don't like it.
But what do you have every other week? Like monster points.
All right. Well,
All right.
what is
well,
what's Mr. Consistency?
my
got?
wide receiver was Jerry Rice. 49ers beat the Cowboys 21-14. He had 5 receptions for 93 yards and 1 touchdown and 1 rush for 11 yards, giving me 21 points.
Ah,
So a humble week for him.
that's still
Yeah,
pretty consistent.
Yeah,
That's
more than
not
what
bad.
got me.
You got the 1 bad week.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pull one out of David's book. This is my wide receiver 2. I got Graduel Christopher Darren Carter.
Great name.
Fantastic name. Hall of Famer. Legendary. In week 11, it was not good. It was not very good. Vikings lost to the New England Patriots 26-20. All right. And he caught 5 passes for 33 yards. So 8 points.
No better than 2.
True.
Can't be worse than 2. My second receiver, Mr. Henry Allard, decided not to play this week. He was on bye, taking a break. So my mulligan player slides into his spot, Mr. Fred Barnett of the Philadelphia Eagles. They faced the Cleveland Browns, lost 7-26. He had on 11 targets, 7 catches for 57 yards, giving him 12 points. I guess, not bad for a mulligan guy.
Oh, not bad.
I had Mr. Andre Bad Moon Rison. He lost 32-33 to New Orleans, but he had 8 receptions for 113 yards and a touchdown, giving me 25 points.
Better than 2.
Way more gooder than 2.
Better than 2. My first 2 picks did just not pan out for me at all. But it's a good thing Carl Slim Pickens did, as the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Houston Oilers 34-31, and Mr. Pickens had 11 receptions for 188 yards and 3 touchdowns, giving me a total of 47 points.
I'm getting my face put on
Gosh
I'm getting my
damn.
face put on the Falcons, aren't I? 40.
Holy shit.
That's a good game.
Well,
That's
an
more
alright
than
game.
2. That's
a
more than
li-
2.
yeah. Holy shit.
It's more than 2.
That ain't Slim Pickens. That's like the whole bushel. I don't know.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know farming terms.
Yes.
I'm just stunned. My wide receiver 2 should have known, being he's from Detroit Lions. Detroit, let's see, Herman Moore.
My favorite.
Detroit beat Tampa that week 14-9. Herman had one reception for 9 yards, but that reception was a touchdown.
Oh,
So 7 points. You
well,
know,
to say that was almost 1 point. That would have been worse than 2.
That was almost terrible. Like, I mean, it's terrible now, but it could have been
Could have been worse.
terrible.
One
Horrible.
catch. That's a great stat line, though. 1 catch, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's better than 2.
All right. So, gentlemen, tight ends. I have Mr. Keith Jackson of the Miami Dolphins playing against the Chicago Bears. They lost 14-17, and Mr. Jackson caught 5 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown. So, 5 in the receptions, 5 in the yardage, and 6 for the touchdowns makes it 17 points total for Keith Jackson.
Pretty good
Okay.
tight end numbers.
It's all right.
Not nearly as good as my second pick, Ben Coates. It might act. Nope, I lied. It might have been just as good. New England first Minnesota in a win, 26-20. He had 15 targets, 10 receptions for 74 yards, no touchdowns, but that still brings him up to 17 points, 10 from the catches, 7 from the yardage.
Mr. Brent Jones, epic stat line here. 1 catch, 13 yards, and a touchdown. 8 points.
Nice.
That Sterling Sharp type numbers on that one.
That's Herman Moore like.
So I had Shannon Sharp, and he did a little bit better than his brother. He had 3 catches for 28 yards, giving me 5 points. A little bit better than his brother.
I just anytime a stat is like ends in a 9, I'm like, son of a fucking bitch, just round it up.
Just give him the yard. Sure, the Titans would
Let's
like
see.
the yard.
Tight ends. Johnny Mitchell, New York Jets lost to Green Bay 10-17. Johnny had 4 receptions for 50 yards and gave me 9 points.
Let's round it up to 10. What the hell?
Yeah.
All right. I think that means it's flex time. Flex. Sexy flexy. Let's look at Alvin Harper.
Legend.
Absolute legend. The best. The greatest of all time. Where does this shit go? My apologies, y'all.
Patience.
Patience. Utter patience. Filler content.
Cowboys, right?
Yes. Yeah, his window got closed out. My fault. Game logs 94. I am the worst.
You're doing great.
So good. So good. The best.
Sure.
All
Probably
right.
really-
1994. There it is. Okay. So losing to San Francisco, he had only 3 catches,
Okay.
but 136 yards.
Holy shit.
On 3 catches. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that was his thing? Was he just deep ball guy?
Well, he had Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin made him a number 1 wide receiver.
Oh.
So
What it doesn't show you right here is that the next year he goes and signs with the Buccaneers for big money, and then he sucks for the rest of his career.
so I got 16 points out of that one.
All right. All right. Speaking of Michael Strahan Irving,
Irvin.
it's Irvin. You know, I think there just should be a G at the end of that because he's a real G. Because he came through for me this week. Again, Dallas versus San Francisco in a loss, 14-21. He put up actually not great numbers. 11 targets, 8 receptions for 94 yards. So 16 points, half coming from his receptions, the other half coming from his yards. Actually, 17 points. I can't do math.
You don't even math good.
No.
Did you get to talk shit about my math earlier in the day?
I said quick maths.
Uh-huh.
I'll still talk shit.
My flex is Eric Rhett or Het on the losing side of a 9-14 game to Detroit. He had 25 rushes for 112 yards and 1 reception for 6 yards for a total of 12 points.
Mr. Rhett. Not bad. Better than 2, as we say here.
Better than 2.
Better than 2. That's going to be my team name from now on. Better than 2.
Well, Andrew, how did your flex do?
Not too wonderful. I had Mr. Edgar Bennett, and he had 20 yards rushing and 3 receptions for 8 yards, giving me a total of 5 points. But in true Andrew Len's motto, it is still better than 2.
How do you get 3 catches in less than 10 yards? Were they just like,
Because he's a
Sure.
running back out of the backfield?
I guess he's no Ricky Waters.
No. Ricky Waters did so good for me the first week we did this. I think that's why I went back to him.
You longed for that water.
I did. So how did Irving Fryer do?
It's Irvin.
It's Irving.
I was going to say Irving Fryer. Miami wide receiver lost to Chicago. 14-17. 9 receptions for 112 yards, 20 points.
Wow.
Not bad.
Still good for a loss.
Yeah, well, I need a bit of points for my running backs to come back. So,
Well, are we on to defense now, right?
Defense, yes. This is a new one for me as far as all that fun stuff goes. So we're gonna navigate this as best as I possibly can. All right, so the 94 Dallas Cowboys defense, they allowed a total of 308 yards. So that gives them 1 whole point. Sweet. Love defense. Not bad. Let's see. What's points allowed? They gave up 21. So 1 point there. Awesome. Defense is fun. Let's see. What do we got next? They got 3 sacks, though. That's pretty cool. They sacked Steve Young 3 times. So that's pretty cool. So that's 6 points. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So 8 points for the Dallas Cowboys 1994 defense against San Fran.
All right. Not bad. I mean, they're no Browns defense. Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles. They won this game 26-7. In this game, they had 1 interception, which gave me 2 points, 3 sacks, which gave me 6 points. Allowing 7 points gives me 4 points. And then they allowed 288 yards, giving me another 2 points, bringing my total up to 14 points.
Nice.
I'm just going to stop drafting defenses.
You're not in the negatives, are you?
No, but I have yet
No.
to score a point from my defense. 2 weeks in a row, big old fucking donut. Gave up 20. The Patriots lost 26 or won 26-20 in overtime. Gave up 20 points. That's 1 point. Got 2 sacks or got 1 sack. That's 2 points. Total of 3, right?
Oh, yeah.
Gave up 450 yards. Minus 3 points. Donut.
You would have, just don't draft defense, I guess.
Why waste the draft pick? One less time for me to talk.
Yeah, just draft another mulligan.
So I had the San Francisco 49ers They would beat the Cowboys 21-14, so they only allowed 14 points. No touchdowns scored, but they also had 3 picks, 3 sacks, and allowed 408 points, which gave me a total of 12 points. Thank you, Troy Aikman, for throwing picks.
Wow, what a guy.
Nice.
Nice. What a nice guy. Giving Matt some real oomph. The Boyd?
Some justification.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, my 4th overall pick was the Pittsburgh defense. Pittsburgh playing Buffalo Monday Night Football they beat the Buffalo Bills 23-10. But Pittsburgh led up total of 326 yards. But little history, Andrew. Do you know who was in Pittsburgh that night?
What do you mean?
Do you know who was in Pittsburgh that night? Monday Night Football when Pittsburgh played Buffalo?
Yeah, probably Al Michaels, Dan.
No, it was Oprah, and she was giving away sacks because Ray Seals got a sack. She said, Ray Seals, you get a sack. Chad Brown, you get a sack. Rod Woodson, you get a sack. And Kevin Green, he gets 3 sacks.
Jeez. Oh my God.
I think she threw in a couple interceptions because, Carnell Lake had an interception, and then Rod Woodson had an interception. He ran back 37 yards for a touchdown. And then Rod Woodson's sack was a sack fumble recovered in the end zone for a touchdown by Gerald Williams. So
Jesus.
altogether, 34 points.
Holy cow.
From a defense?
Defense wins championships, right?
Jesus Christ. Oh, Bills did not have a good day that day.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
So
it was a bad day.
it was a bad day.
So it's Adam
What are
I'm sitting at 132 points.
I got 120.
Whew.
I got 144.
Son of a bitch.
want to go or should I?
Oh, me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I had 122 points.
You beat Andrew. Revenge
Yeah,
game.
fuck you, Andrew.
Last place. Oh, wait. What does
Hey,
David
Matt.
have?
Hey, what?
You can't post that. I scored 164 points.
Damn.
This motherfucker.
I finally won a retro fantasy week. And if my memory serves me, that might be the highest score ever recorded so far.
It might be.
Yeah, I think you beat me
so.
by 2 points.
Damn.
So
Winning big.
screw you, Andrew. You can't make fun of me
Son
anymore.
of a bitch. Actually, I can't say that. Your mother is a very great person.
Yeah, how dare you? But thank God. Oh, I was so worried when you said 45 and that fucking defense.
Well, what decade do you want to do next week then?
Yeah.
I didn't think I would get this far. Have we? I didn't think this day would ever happen. Have we done the 2000s yet?
No.
Let's go.
So
2000s.
2000 to 2009?
Sounds
Yep.
good to me.
All right. That is it then, everybody. That's what we're focusing on. Congratulations, David, on winning your first chip. Nice
Oh,
job.
it took
dude.
so long. Oh my God. Thank you. After scoring 84, 72, and 83.
Surprise,
Well,
you're
you
due
can-
back at your
you-
job. You're due back at your job, Old Man Rivers, next week.
Yeah.
They just called me.
Oh
They just
wait,
called-
I'm coming back. We're going to the 70s.
You can thank,
Oh,
you
No,
can
I
thank Herman Moore and Jerome Bettis.
I will personally send them a gift package.
All right, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Plenty more 2 Point Conversation podcasts to listen to this week. As always, make sure you check out our network at bicbp-radio.com. And that is it. On behalf of Boyd, Jaws, Andrew, and Champion David, and myself. Till next time, the 2 Point Conversation is good.